Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, folks. I think that covers all the possibilities. Tonight in this demonstration I'd like to show you how to create an array from which you can teach your kids to multiply. On YouTube I very often see Excel spreadsheet demonstrations which are there to guide business situations, maybe occasionally how to create your own budget, but I see very few spreadsheet demonstrations which will enable you as a parent to teach your kids, and maybe in some cases even to teach yourself. So I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm going to create in this group of cells here, I'm going to create what is called an array. An array is simply a set of data, and the way I create the array is to select the cells into which I want the answers, having typed in the headings across here, 1 to 12 in this case, and 1 to 12 down there. They could be any numbers, but I want to learn the 12 times table, so I've used 1 to 12. Now, when I select the data, you saw me drag through that array, it leaves one active cell. What I do, I type an equal sign. I don't click back into that cell, it's already active, so I type an equal sign. Then I drag through the headings across the columns, and I want to multiply those headings by these row headings down here. To create the array, I now use a different keystroke combination than just pressing the enter key, and what I do, I hold down the control key, hold down the shift key and press enter, and automatically the array fills the cells that I selected. The beauty about arrays is that they take up much less space than had I done the same thing using standard multiply type formulas, multiplying one cell by another, etc. within the data. I multiplied the headings by those headings, and therefore it works very, very quickly, and an array, as I mentioned, takes up far less hard drive space. Now, what I'm going to do, I've already created a couple of cells here, and I'm going to say I want to learn what is the answer if I multiply 8, enter, by the number 5. It is 40, and I can see that it's 40 by simply looking at the 8, go to the intersection of the 5 line, and there's the answer 40. Similarly, I could go to the 5 line and say 5 times 8 there, so 40 appears in two places. So I know that 8 times 5 or 5 times 8 equals 40. All I did in that cell was to multiply what is in I-21, that cell, by what is in I-22, that cell, so my formula was equal I-21 multiplied by I-22. Nice and easy. Good, so far so good. Now what I did to make things a little more interesting from the kids' points of view was I now conditionally formatted these cells in the array by dragging through them and selecting all the cells in the array, and then in the Home tab I went to the conditional formatting button and I said I want a new rule, and that rule was to format only cells that contain a cell value equal to, and then I clicked on the range selector button here, equal to that cell there. So wherever it sees the answer 48, for example, I want the cell filled in red. So when I click on this range selector to bring back that window, so I can then say format, and I want to format that cell in red, several cells in red, and click OK, and OK again. There are the cells formatted for whatever appears down here where there is a matching value up in the array. So let's see, make sure it works. I want to multiply 10 by, we'll say 4, and there is my answer. So I know now that 10 in the 10 column multiplied by 4 is 40, in the same way that 8 times 5 is 40, 8 times 5 is 40, and 10 times 4 is 40. So kids will quickly learn how to multiply numbers. I've certainly found this with my guys. They learn very quickly to multiply numbers when you have a matrix like this. So I just want to go through the steps again for you, mainly how to create the matrix. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the conditional formatting, and I'm going to say clear rules from the entire sheet. Now I'll delete these numbers here so you can see it all again, and I'm going to select the cells by dragging through them. And here in this cell, I don't click in that cell, but I type an equal sign, and I say I want to multiply those headings, multiply the asterisk, by what is in there, and Control Shift Enter. That fills the array. And down here the answer is 40, but now I'm going to conditionally format those cells. Remember, I cleared the conditional formatting by simply going to the conditional formatting drop arrow, new rule, and I want to format only cells that contain a cell value equal to, then I click the range selector button here to whatever is in the answer cell, bring it back, format. I'll fill it with red. You could use any other color you wanted, but I'll match the color. OK, and there we go. So hopefully that will prove useful to you in educating your kids. As I say, I certainly found it handy with mine. Don't forget to subscribe, and would love to see your comments. Good luck with that, and your kids will win competitions. Bye.